Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Teacher Jessie and today we are decorating my classroom for the Chinese New Year. For those who are new to my channel, I teach with GOGOKID and every morning I am so fortunate to be able to wake up in China. This is the first year that I get to celebrate the Chinese New Year with my students and I had so much fun decorating my classroom for them. Ironically enough, even though 1/6 of the people in the world celebrate Chinese New Year, it is really hard to find Chinese New Year decorations locally. Like I could find them online, but I couldn't find them anywhere, even at my local Oriental store. So I decided to make up all my own decorations for my classroom, and I had a lot of fun doing this, obviously, and I got my children involved too, and we turned our homeschooling week into learning about Chinese culture and about Chinese New Year as well. So as I'm going along, I'm going to give you guys some very interesting facts that I have learned this past week about the Chinese New Year. Starting off with the fact that I'm going to be using predominantly red and gold because red is the color that brings good luck, and so there's a whole lot of red during Chinese New Year, and gold is also a symbol of money and prosperity. So there's lots of gold going to be happening and lots of red. So this first craft that I am doing is just a Happy New Year banner, and you will notice that I am using gold glitter, but I had to kind of sneakily do this because the last time that I let my children anywhere close to glitter, it was a nightmare for like seriously weeks. There was glitter all over the place. So I had to do this in secret that my children don't know that I'm using glitter. And then I got out my Christmas ribbon and just put some Christmas ribbon on the top of it because that is where all my gold ribbon and red ribbon is at. So the next thing that I'm making are these red envelopes. I will leave a link in the description box below of where I got this printout, and I just printed it on some red cardstock. So instead of wrapped gifts, as Western nationalities give at Christmas, children get red envelopes stuffed with lucky money from grandparents, uncles, aunts, and other elders who have started to earn their way. The happy fact is that kids are allowed to spend the money as they like. And so the envelopes are really beautifully decorated usually. Mine are a little bit more simplistic. After I made these, I started looking up more different types of envelopes that you can get off of Amazon and everything, and they're a lot prettier than what mine are. But, you know, for crafting purposes, they will suffice. I also got my children involved, and they got to make their own Chinese New Year envelopes. And of course, their first reaction was, okay, now who's going to give us money? The next thing that I am making is just some little gold coins. This is gold foam that I got from my craft store, and I'm going to be putting magnets on the back of this because I'm going to be using these as rewards in my classroom. So once they get the gold coins, I'm going to stick them up to my whiteboard. So when I am teaching in class and the student says something correctly or does something correctly, I will pull out an envelope and give them a gold coin out of this. And I'm also thinking that I'll probably use American money to stick on my whiteboard as well with a little clip. And you can see that my girls really got involved in this, and they're working on their cutting skills and they're learning all about Chinese culture. So for me, this was a 2-in-1 that I not only got to decorate my classroom for my Chinese students, but I also got to teach my children about China and Chinese New Year. The next thing that I'm doing is cutting out Peppa Pig because 2019 is the year of the pig, and Peppa Pig is a huge cultural thing in China. I mean, it's also a huge cultural thing in America, but not quite so much as large as China is. That I have Peppa Pig props that I usually use on a regular basis, and the fact that this is the year of the pig, I just had to cut out even more Peppa Pig stuff. So that is what I'm doing. I'm printing it, I'm labeling it, I put it on cardstock to make it a little bit more sturdy, and I just hung it up in my classroom for them. The next thing that I am making is a dragon for my classroom, and dragons are a typical symbol of Chinese culture. They represent luck to people, and the longer the dragon is, the more luck that it will bring to the community. So they are often in parades, and if you've ever seen a Chinese dragon, they are just the most beautiful thing. There's lots of colors on them, they're very long, and especially when they're in costume in parades, they're just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to be making this, and this is another homeschooling project that I'm doing with my children, is that they also get to color their dragons and make them into puppets as well. This past week, I could not wait to start using New Year props and decorations in my classroom, so I actually busted out the Google Slides and started looking up different Google Slides that I could use as rewards in my classroom, and one of them featured a dragon, and one of my students just went nuts over it when he saw the dragon in the parade. It's like a little video of a dragon in a parade, and it's a beautiful, very long dragon, and he just went crazy. He was just like, oh, it's a dragon, Happy New Year! So a few more facts while I'm cutting out handprints for the body of my dragon is that everyone wears new clothes around the new year, and of course they eat the most delicious food. and that is one thing that I'm going to be doing with my children is I'm going to be trying to make the best that I can some authentic Chinese New Year dishes. And another interesting fact is that in Chinese New Year they have the largest usage of fireworks on the planet during the Spring Festival, which the Chinese New Year is also called the Spring Festival as well. So next comes the Chinese lanterns, and this is just going to be done on red cardstock paper. I'm just cutting them in half, folding them over and cutting like a ton of little slits, and then I'm going to roll those up, glue them together, and add some gold ribbon to that and hang those up in my classroom as well. So the New Year, which is also called the Spring Festival, as one of my students pointed out to me, changes every single year. So this year, the very first day of 2019, the Year of the Pig, is going to be on February 5th, and the New Year's Eve is on February 4th. Now the celebration lasts for 15 days until the Latern Festival, which is why the red and gold lanterns are also a popular symbol of Chinese New Year as well. And that will be marking the end of the celebration. So this is the longest public holiday, and the whole country is on the move during this time. It's just really fascinating to me. So the next thing that I'm going to be making is some different pig symbols, because I'm going to be decorating my red shirt with Teacher Jessie and a symbol of a pig. And I'm also decorating one of my favorite headbands that has red stars. I got this from the Dollar Tree back at 4th of July time. And I'm just going to be putting some pigs taped to the stars to use in my class as decoration and props as well. And this one I'm not going to laminate because I should not be touching them too much, and I'm not going to get too much use out of them, only for the next couple of weeks. I also added some red ribbon to that just to decorate it a little bit more, and that will be on my head during classes. And here is the t-shirt. I don't have a cricket or circuit or whatever they're called, so I am just doing this the old-fashioned way with some photo paper that I got from my craft store, and I just printed out the pig and Teacher Jessie, and I'm going to be ironing that onto my t-shirt, and this will be my t-shirt that I will be using. And now it is time to get to decorating. So I am taking down all of my winter decorum. It kind of looks Christmassy, but the idea was that I wanted it to be more wintry, but I still have that garland that is in gold and silver that I was using for my winter themed classroom, and I'm just going to leave that up because it has so much gold in it. And now I'm just adding some red tulle to my classroom. I'm going to be taking down the Jessie sign with the apples that's been up there for months and I'm kind of tired of looking at now. And now I'm just going to hang up my dragon, my Happy New Year banner, my lanterns, my Peppa Pig, and my big pig, all to decorate my classroom. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you all are having a wonderful Happy New Year, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!